Hi everyone, welcome back to Desired Foods, and this is my autumn sausage casserole. So to a frying pan, I'm going to add a little bit of vegetable oil and I'm just going to add 2 packets of sausages. So here I'm just using a butcher's cut pork sausages, and we are just going to start to brown our sausages for our casserole. So as you can see, they're getting nice and golden. So you just want to cook all your sausages off, so just fry them till they're all brown. So to my sausages, I'm just going to add some cracked black pepper now, just to give it a little bit of flavour. Now you can see that my sausages have taken on that brown colour, and it's just for the colouring and to seal the sausages. That's why we're frying them, because the inside of the sausages will actually cook when you pop them into the casserole and you pop them into the oven. So we're just trying to get the colour on them for now, and I'm just removing the ones that are already done and then just frying off the rest, and then I'm just popping them onto a plate. So in the same pan that I was using my sausages, I'm just gonna add some leeks and I'm just gonna fry them off. Now, the reason why I didn't wash my pan is because I want the flavour from the sausages that was in there. And then I'm just going to add a little bit more oil to this, just to help my leeks fry. Now I'm going to add some red onions that I have roughly chopped. Now I don't want them chopped little. I want the vegetables and the onions to be quite chunky. So when you actually have the casserole, you can identify what's in the casserole. So you want it to be quite big. So as I'm frying this off, I'm just going to add some carrots to this as well now. And this is just getting your vegetable base ready for your casserole. So now I'm just adding some vegetable seasoning. I've picked mine up from Tesco, so you can get it from any large supermarket where it would probably be where your World Food aisle is. And you can use any all-purpose seasoning if you don't have it. So I'm just using the vegetable seasoning, and I've added some ground black pepper to this. And I want quite a lot of pepper, as I want it to be a peppery taste to this. And then I'm just going to add some Worcestershire sauce. And then to this, I'm just going to add some chopped tomatoes. And we're just going to fry this all together now. And then I'm adding some pumpkin, because I had some leftover pumpkin in the freezer that I wanted to use up. And as it's a winter dish, I would love to add the pumpkin in. So I've just added some pumpkin. And now I'm going to add some tomato puree. So now I'm just going to add some ginger and garlic paste. And then I'm just going to give this a good mix. Now I have just washed some potatoes and I've just sliced them up, and I'm leaving the skin on because it just gives it that nice rustic feel to the dish. So I've just washed the potatoes and cut them, and then I'm just going to mix that all together. Now I'm going to get my casserole dish. I'm just going to add the whole mix to my casserole dish. So with the pan that I'm using, the jar that I had the ginger and garlic in, I just put a stock cube in there, and then I just added some water, and I'm just going to fry this off now just to collect all the juices from the bottom of the pan. And as it was the end of the jar, I just did it in there, but if not, just put the stock cube in a cup of water. Now I'm just adding some more water to make a nice little stock. And then I'm going to add this to my casserole dish. So now what you're going to do, you're just going to add your sausages to your casserole mix. Now over here, I must admit I should have used a bigger casserole dish, but I'm just going to work with what I've got here now and just try and get it in. But by all means, do use a bigger casserole dish if you are making this amount. So here I'm just using a packet of Coleman's beef casserole sachet, and I've just used hot water to mix it, and I'm just going to pour that all over, and this is going to be my main stock for my casserole. Now what I do, I normally cover this and then pop it in the oven on 180 degrees and slow cook it. But then I always keep a little bit of the mixture back, so as the water levels do go down as it's slow cooking, what I do is just top it up. So now my casserole has been cooking for about 20 minutes. What I'm going to do is just give it a little mix and turn the sausages over. But this time when I go to put my casserole into the oven, I'm just going to cover it with foil, then pop the lid on, and then slow cook it for another half an hour. So this is what it would have looked like. So this is now a half an hour later. My potatoes have softened up now, and this is my casserole done. So as you can see, all the vegetables are cooked nice and soft, and the sausages are nicely cooked from the inside. And this is just a really nice dish, and you can just serve it with some mashed potato, or if you want, you can just have some nice fresh bread with it as well. This is one of my favorite autumn dishes, and I hope you've liked this video. If you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.